got a special episode. As you can see, we've come to the joint and we're joined by my guy Sammy. Yo, what's good, my G?
Yes, brother.
Good. Pleasure to have you, bro. We've got a lot to get through, and this is the first time that the joint has a face. Finally revealed himself. So, before I get into this, obviously, Sammy, I know you from quite a while now.
Yeah.
But the joint is a new venture for you. So, for those that don't know, just quickly introduce yourself. Who's Sammy? What does Sammy do?
I own the joint. Started it 2018.
Yeah.
It's just a venture. Just started it, bro.
Yeah.
It weren't really thought of. Literally, I just come into this building and I was like, yo, I want to start an American sweet shop.
Okay.
And that's where the joint started from. Me, myself, always come from a hustling background.
Okay.
Always just wanted to make money, really.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of went left, had to come back, and now I'm on a good path, bro. Got something good, built it from scratch. I'm proud of myself.
Bro, that's the thing, because obviously I've known you for a while, and I've seen the come up of the joint online. Firstly, big up on your 10k, 10k plus on Instagram. But what I want to get to the root of is, how did the idea come about? Because American sweets, now they are popular, there's a lot of shops doing it. But how did you come up with this idea? Where did it come from?
It wasn't always American sweets, so it started. I used to go to Amsterdam quite a bit, and then I used to see the American Fantas there, and then I wanted to create Dam in England, if that makes sense. And as the idea come about, American sweets just started popping. There wasn't as much variety about. The people that knew about American sweets knew about them, and it was a hype when we first got started. And it was, to be fair, we started on 8 lines. We only had 8 different chocolates, had 6 different cans, and we had Chocoma, and we started the joint, literally. So that's where it came from. And then obviously had the smoking element to it, because obviously we spent so much time in Dam. Wanted to bring that to England, but obviously cannabis is not illegal in England, so we was kind of stuck there. So the vision was to create a coffee shop, something that people could come to and get that Dam experience in England, basically.
Okay, so obviously the idea come from you going to Dam back and forth, hence the name of the joint, and the American sweet side of it. But what I want to know is, have you ever seen, was you inspired by someone? Did you see someone else do it? Was there a blueprint that you followed?
Nothing. Yo, it was straight up an idea, and it started from one idea that led to another. And those who have followed us from the beginning, you'd see how we developed from the layout of the shop being a certain way at the start, from just growing week by week. I'd have customers coming in saying, yo, big man, you change this, you change that. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So there was never a set plan. I'd just walk into work some morning and think, you know what, I want to change this today. And me being me, I'd change it. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So there was never a structure. There was never anyone that I was following. Don't get me wrong, there was a few people in the American game before us that were doing their bits and bobs, but we just stayed in our own lane and we done our own thing. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't really follow anyone like that. But yeah, so literally any development that we've had over time, it's all just come from a thought. Literally, I swear, bro. Literally, I've had the thought and I've done it. I ain't played on a thought. As soon as I used to have the thought, I just used to write it down.
Yeah.
Literally from there, bro.
So, because that's what I mean. Because for me, I've never known about these American sweets. I know that they're selling in America, but I haven't seen shops set up like that.
Yeah.
There might have been ones before, but I wasn't aware of it.
Okay.
You were the first person I've come across do something like this. So it's a whole new lane.
Yeah,
do you get it? So that was sick. But I want to go back just a step back. So I want to get to know Sammy before the joint.
Okay.
So what sort of jobs did you work? Because I've known you before, so obviously I know that you was a grafter, you like to work and whatnot. But I want to get to know, what did you work? What did you do before? What was your job like before you got here?
Bro, I've come from the dirt, bro. I remember making sandwiches for £2.20 an hour, bro.
Yeah.
So I've been there where, I've worked for nothing. Do you get what I mean? So I've been there, done it, gone from a sandwich company, then I've moved on to, what did I move on to? Just other little jobs, just working here, working there. And then obviously I started working with my parents, and obviously from there I started working on the doors. And before I opened the shop, that was my full-time job. I just used to work security, and literally used to work 4 days a week, that's it, and the rest of the week I'd have off. When I started the venture, security was my main source of income, and I lost my job. So midway through the project, where we thought, yeah, we're gonna be okay, I've lost my job. So now I haven't got the income to put into my shop. Going back, so yeah, I went uni, and a degree in law, bro, and policing.
Okay.
You know, I was fascinated by law, bro. To be fair.
Yeah.
I dropped out second year. To be fair, I looked at it. I thought, I'm not going to spend 30 bags on a degree when I can flip that in a month. You know what I'm saying? To go work a job that I'm getting 24k in a year, we can make that money in a month, no problem. So from uni, dropped out, boom, left uni, just carried on doing security, and that was it really. Apart from that.
So do you reckon you work in security is what we got the grafting mindset from? The working harder?
Nah, bro. You know where I had the grafting mindset from? I had nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have no handouts. I didn't have no like golden spoon. Do you get what I mean? It wasn't a choice. I had to work. It's either we don't work, we don't get fed. Simple as. We can't eat. If we're not earning, we're not eating. And it was as simple as that. And that's what I think made me. And I'm not scared of working. I'm not scared of working at all. Like, at the moment, bro, I do 7 days a week. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And the graph's real, bro. I come to work every day, and no matter what, I'm still here. Do you get what I mean? I'm still working. So in that sense, it's because I've always had to work. That's why I've always worked. Do you get what I mean?
Because I can definitely vouch, because obviously you're here all the time. Rain, snow, you're always working, bro. So obviously a big up for that, obviously. But what I've noticed is a lot of businesses, well, startup businesses, they fail very quickly because of a lot of people's mindset. A lot of people just they see the end goal, but they don't know how to get there, sort of thing.
I think without a plan, it's impossible.
Yeah.
So cool, I can say I want to get over there, but if I don't know how to get there, I'm gonna keep going around in circles. Do you get what I mean? And for us, like the joint was started with four individuals. So like the vision was mine, and I thought to myself, I'll bring 3 of my friends in with me, and this is where the joint started from. So it'd be unfair for me to say the joint's all me. Do you get what I mean? The joint was started with 4 individuals, and it was a vision between 4 of us, but I'd happily say it was my vision because it was my idea. Do you get what I mean? So that's where the actual idea come from. And then getting there, obviously it's been a crazy journey. It's been a mad journey.
So we'll get into the setbacks in just a second, because I thought I can relate to you on that, because when I started this podcast, like the vision was mine, but then I got involved with a few other people.
Okay.
But then the trouble is, when you've got a vision, and it's your vision, it's hard to get other people to understand your vision.
100%.
And come on you with the journey.
100%.
That makes sense.
100%.
So unless they've all had a part in it, in the sense of you all put that vision together and said, okay, cool, we're all going to do this together, it's just not going to work. And that's why you notice when it's your journey, a lot of times people start to drop back. And with any good success story, that's what, there's always setbacks. So I want to get into the setbacks of the joint. So if you've had any setbacks, what were they at the start?
The first one was losing my job, bro.
Okay.
So imagine trying to build something and you've got no finance. Do you know what I mean? So then what's going to take 6 weeks to do is now taking 6 months. You haven't got the finances to go buy more stock. You ain't got the finances to go get another fridge. You ain't got the finance to employ staff. Do you get what I mean? So them little setbacks there, that means like everything takes a lot more time. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So where you're trying to get to, you're not getting there, and it's frustrating.
Yeah.
If you've got a plan and you think you're gonna get there in 6 weeks, and then you ain't got the money to get there, then you're gonna struggle.
100%.
Do you get what I mean? And then like you're gonna have setbacks where you're gonna think, oh nah, this ain't working out. It happens. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously like through that, the 3 people that I was working with, they're no longer a part of the journey. Do you get what I mean? They've all gone their individual ways, and they've each got their reasons. And just coming back to, like you said, you started a podcast with 3 other people. So now if we've got 4, like in our case, 4 individuals, they're each gonna have a vision in it.
Yeah.
And they're gonna want to take the business the way they think it's gonna be successful. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And the thing is, when it's 4 strong individuals, they're all gonna have a different plan. Do you get what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie, me myself, I'm a very strong individual, and it's hard. it is hard. Do you get what I mean? Because I don't always see things the way other people see them. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm seeing it through my set of eyes. Next man's seeing it through his set of eyes. Do you get what I'm saying? So in that sense, it was difficult. It was difficult because what I wanted, they wasn't understanding. If they were understanding, they weren't seeing the way I was seeing it. And I could, like, for me, I kind of just expected them to see. I'm not gonna lie. Do you get what I mean? I thought, they'll see the way I see stuff, but they won't, because that's them as individual people. Do you get what I mean? And you can't expect people to keep seeing things the way you're seeing them. So in a sense like that, bro, I think that was the best move I ever made, going solo. And maybe it didn't end the way we wanted it to end. Do you get what I mean? Because in a sense, like, people used to see us four together, and like, some people used to be proud. They used to be like, yo, that's 4 men working together. Do you get what I mean? Bro, other people used to burn, bro, and think, how is their team so strong? So there was mixed energies from different kind of people. But going back to it, like, me going solo, that just helped me get my vision into play. Do you get what I mean? And like I said, bro, I walked into this building with a vision, and it was white walls when we started. There was nothing here, and I made everything from hand with the help of the others. All 4 of us brothers. There was late nights where you're always working till 4 or 5 in the morning every night, painting, doing this, doing that, building the counter. And the thing is, a lot of people walk into the shop and they won't realise that, yo, we made this with our hands. Do you get what I'm saying? I never paid no one a penny, you know, bro. The max that I've paid is my lighting. I swear to God. I've done everything myself with obviously the other guys that were here.
With your previous partners.
Yeah, with the previous partners. So in a sense, I don't see that as a setback, Musty. I see it as freedom, bro. I swear to God. Because in a sense, I got rid of things that were holding me back, in a sense. Do you get what I'm saying? But in a way, bro, they all brought their own thing to the business. Does that make sense? Like, cool, they had their own vision. But like, for example, one of the guys, he was very good on social media, and the joint wouldn't be what it is today, or where it was up to, without him. Do you get what I mean? So, like, my hat off to that guy, because you know what, the effort that he put in has now today made the joint what it is. Don't get me wrong, with what else has been done, it has become what it is. Do you get what I mean? Without the manpower that was here, the joint would have never ran. So it's not like I don't appreciate these guys. Do you get what I mean? And maybe at the time, bro, being honest, I didn't understand their value. You get what I mean? I didn't, bro. I used to think, social media, what's that gonna do? I didn't understand social media. And now, bro, social media is one of my main incomes. You get what I'm saying? So in that sense, like, no disrespect to them, but okay, maybe me as an individual didn't understand the value that they were bringing to the business as a whole. You get what I'm saying? And I'm hands-on. Like you said, bro, you see me here all the time. I'm working 7 days a week. For me, that's graft. Next man there might not see that as graft. He might see what he's doing as the graft. Do you get what I mean? So if I'm stuck in a mindset, this is one thing I had to learn, that I couldn't just see things from my eyes. I had to look from an outer perspective. Do you get what I mean? And also, like, I couldn't deal with stuff emotionally. Do you get where I'm coming from? Like, you can't get angry and deal with something.
Can't come from a place of emotion.
Of course, man. When it comes to business, you can't mix business with emotion at all, bro. That's one thing I've learnt, man. And like I said, bro, I don't think we would be here if it weren't for them individuals. So hats off to them. Do you get what I mean? But I've taken it up a level. I've done what I've needed to do, and I haven't been working for the last 3 years to be nowhere, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, people come into the shop and they think, yeah, nice shop. It's easy. Nah, it's not easy, man. Do you get what I mean? You ain't been there when we ain't been making nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't see that side to a business at all, Musty.
I think that's the thing with anything though, isn't it? It's like, people see the glitz and glamour, but they don't know the hard work that goes into it, and where it started and where it's come to now, and how much work has to be put in. But obviously, I can see that with you trying to work with a team, or let's say a group of friends, that it didn't end in the best way, I guess, but I guess everyone's amicable, everyone's kind of doing their own thing now successfully.
Of course, man,
and you moved on with your vision.
100%.
But with anything moving forward, because of course I understand that you're trying to build your brand and get bigger and bigger, are you entertaining the idea of having potential business partners in the future?
Brother,
something you're looking at?
never. No disrespect,
Just
man.
one top dog at the top, yeah?
Bro, it's not even about one top dog, because I'm a person that believes that we can all be at the top together.
Okay.
And for me, nothing makes me more happier than seeing a brother at the top with me. Do you get what I mean? I'm not selfish, bro. Got no attachment to money like that, bro. I'm not money, like, I wouldn't say money hungry, but I'm not easily led by money. You see people change when it comes to money. But it's not me, bro. I've had nothing, bro. So for me, being at zero is nothing. I have no fear at being at zero. Do you get what I mean? I can work from the ground up again and again and again, bro. It's not a problem. So in that sense, I look at it now and I think to myself, would I want business partners? Nah, bro. I'd rather employ people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather employ a man for his skill set, pay him, and keep it moving. That's it. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't see myself being in partnership with anyone anymore. Don't get me wrong, we've run franchises, so we've also franchised the joint now. And yes, it's in a sense it's a partnership, but I've left people to do what they want to do with it. Cool, you come back to me, you feed back to us as the joint brand, but you run the business in your way. Do you get what I mean? It's not my headache like that. I don't want that headache. And one thing I've understood out of all of it, it's best to do your own thing sometimes, man.
So what advice would you give yourself? Let's say a year or two ago when you were starting this business.
Not to be so naive, bro.
Yeah.
To realize that, not everyone thinks the way you think. Do you get what I'm saying? That's some big advice there, man. Yeah. Like, you might think people have the same mindset as you, but nah, they don't. Do you get what I mean? And nothing's impossible, bro. That's one thing. Like, seeing where the brand, like you said to me earlier, congratulations on 10k.
Yeah.
Bro, it took us 3 years to get to 10k.
Yeah.
But I never bought a follower in my life. Do you get what I mean? Like, we've got genuine, organic followers, bro, that support the brand. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I can be in Liverpool, I can be in London, bro, and I've had people come up to me when I've been in the van. You guys are the joint from Birmingham. Yeah. And that's the shit that makes me happy. Yeah. Because I think to myself, you know what? The hard work has paid off. Do you get what I mean? Where we're trying to get to, we're getting there. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
So just touching on that, because I was going to get onto the social media element of it, because we all know, like, in 2021, social media is the most important thing. That any brand or business that wants to get off the ground, social media is key. How did you get into the social media game? What opened your eyes to it? Because you said you wasn't a social media man yourself, and I know you personally. Like, you're not on socials like that. You're a very private person.
That's it. So, like, for me, bro, I'm not gonna lie. It was the one business partner that had the skill set to run social media, and he was a very successful person in social media in terms of he had nights of his own, so he knew about algorithms. Bro, when I heard algorithm, what the fuck is that? Yeah. Do you get what I mean? I never knew what algorithm is.
I was about same thing, man.
Do you get what I mean?
I didn't know what algorithm meant. All the insights, I didn't know I'm learning that right now,
bro.
Literally.
Now I pay attention. Do you get what I mean? Like, now you see me going on the dashboard and seeing how many views we get. So, like, even sponsoring certain posts, because without sponsoring posts, you don't get nowhere. Yeah. Do you get, Instagram is very vicious. If they're not taking your money, they're not pushing you. As simple as that. Yeah. I'd say social media has a element of starting up a new business. There's obviously, look, if you're on social media, it's a bonus. If you're providing a service that people can share and show their friends, it's a bonus. Do you get what I'm saying? So, in a sense, it is a key element for the joint. It was, I'd say, for 2 to 3 years, it was our main platform to sell.
So, what's one tip you'll give for someone that's gonna start their business venture on the social media platform?
Have a plan. You need a plan. You need to market your product and create a demand for it. If there's no demand, you can't sell. Do you get what I mean? So whatever you're trying to sell, you need to create something that's going to make it sell. And if that's pictures, that could be just promo ads, it could be graphic design, anything, whatever you're trying to sell, you need to show people what you're selling. And the thing is, all it takes is someone scrolling on their phone and thinking, yo, you know what, I like that. Yeah. Oh, I need that. And if you've given them a place to buy it, you've got a customer. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. And I think that's a major point. So once you've got your plan, have your products, and just literally, bro, just go at it.
And
don't have no fear, bro. There's, you know how you said pride.
Yeah.
Let it all go.
Yeah.
Let it all go, and just literally do what you want to do, and you could be the next big thing. Do you get what I mean?
That's the thing. That I think consistency is something I've definitely learned is
100%.
And what I've noticed with your business as well is you've a good website. I think enough people don't understand the importance of a good website, clean interface, user friendly.
Yeah. Bimbo friendly, 100%.
That's it.
That's how, when I look at my website now, I think, is it bimbo friendly? Can anyone go on there and buy something? And that's one big mistake and big regret that I've got.
So just quickly, you say bimbo. So for people that don't understand that, explain it a bit more.
Idiot friendly. Simple as, bro.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like, you don't want to you want it simple. You don't want it complicated.
Yeah.
And that's one mistake I'd say we made. Bro, I didn't start my website till 3 months ago. I've been in the game 3 years. So I'd say anyone that's starting a business, you need a website. That's the way forward. Do you get what I mean? That's a lot of people are resorting to a website. Cool, a shop's cool. It's gimmicky. It's an experience, but you can make the same money from a website without any overheads. Do you get where I'm coming from?
That's it.
So,
because I mean, with a lot of businesses now, I'm noticing more and more. There's been less buildings, more online.
of course.
So you place your order, it gets delivered to your door. So is that a space that the joint is looking at the next?
We've gone online now, innit, bro?
Yeah.
So behind the scenes, we've bought a warehouse and everything's been shipped out from the warehouse. To be fair, now I kind of make moves in silence than advertise to the world what we're doing. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
The website, I haven't even launched the website on Instagram yet. So literally the only people that are getting the website is people that are on Snapchat and WhatsApp. So literally we'll be going live in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and then we're ready to roll, man.
So, and obviously you've gone on to create franchises for yourself, and from the looks of it, it's growing bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on. What's next for the joint? What's next for Sammy? So we'll start with the joint. What's the next step for the joint?
Bro, I'd want to be in every city, bro. I want a joint in every city, whether that's a mobile place, a store, whatever, bro.
Yeah.
That is the next step. We're literally on our we're going on from our 5th to our 6th location now. So I want to start just getting everywhere, bro. I don't want it, like I said, it's not just a Birmingham thing no more. We'll get support wherever we go. Like, we done a London tour last week. We had nothing but love from London. Do you want to go up north? Everywhere, bro. I want the joint brand to be everywhere. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
To the extent where, you could be walking into the bull ring and you can see a joint store in there. Do you get what I mean? So there's no limit for what I'm doing. It's only growing. So go anywhere, bro.
So that's the joint. So what's next for Sammy then? So the joint aside, Sammy, what's next for you?
Just keep pushing the brand, bro. Keep pushing the brand, and obviously on the side I've got other business ventures that work hand in hand with the joint, and just keep pushing them, bro. Now I've got to see that the hard work does pay off. Do you get what I mean? There's you can fail, don't get it twisted, it's business. There's a risk with everything. Do you get what I mean? But you can't sit there and cry if it fails. Cool, this could have never worked out, but it did. Do you get what I mean? So for me as an individual now, I just want to grow, and just literally just invest, bro. Invest. Keep growing.
That's the key. I mean, in anything that you want to be successful in, you've got to put the hard work in. Definitely. And I think that wraps up today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure come to the joint. It's in Smethwick. All the details will be in the description. Big up 8 figures. My nigga Rando in the background. And yeah, thank you for everyone that's been involved. Like, share, and subscribe.